more spare, I have to say.
Do you feel you got a good rest?
I did good. I did pretty well.
What are you most anxious to see when we get to London? When we get to England?
I think I'm most anxious about getting in the car and trying to navigate on the left side of the road. But I'm most excited, I think, to just get started seeing things. I want to see. First day, I think we're supposed to see Stonehenge and maybe even in the Salisbury Cathedral, which is supposed to be beautiful.
So, you're ready for an adventure?
I am.
What do you think you'll see that you'll like in Wales?
Lots and lots of castles. Maybe some pretty flowers. And I'm hoping maybe some sheep and sheepdogs.
I think you'll have your wish with sheep. I think there's sheep galore. Okay. Here we are at the White Hart Tavern, and it's about 2:45. And how do you feel now that we've gotten here?
I'm happy to be here. I wish we got here a little early.
Do you see these trees up here? Look at how nice. There it is, the Union Jack, the symbol of the British Empire. Now Leslie is driving to Stonehenge, and as you can see, we're driving on the left side of the road. It's kind of a harrowing experience. It's hard to tell. It's hard for her to gauge how far from the edge she is. But look at that. Look at that expanse. So cold that you couldn't take your hands out of your pockets and couldn't hold a metal camera because it was that cold. But anyway, I don't know, I feel like people make a pilgrimage here, a pilgrimage to look at the stones, and I think it's kind of nice actually that people do that. So while we've been here, there have been very few tourists. I mean, there have been, a smattering here and there and a busload here and there, but if you look off in the distance, you can see a knot of tourists there. see that? Okay, I'm standing in the middle of Salisbury Cathedral under the tower and the spire, and if you look up where that electric light is, on top of that is the tower, and then on top of that is a spire. So apparently they were added later. This church was completed in 1258. If you look down at the end, there's a blue window. It's kind of an abstract window, and that depicts scenes from the crucifixion, but it also has to do with prisoners of conscience. And that was a recent addition. I believe the blue window was added in 1981. So here's the rest of the cathedral.
Here we are at Old Sarum. This is the original site for Salisbury, and where the original cathedral was. These are the remains of the original castle, palace, I suppose. I think the palace was built in 1010. This is on top of a hill that overlooks the valley and also overlooks where Stonehenge is.
So we're now actually standing in the ruins of the dungeon of the palace, of Old Sarum Palace. So, and here's my art shot of the day of the flowers growing out of the stones. It's my artsy shot. And here's Leslie over here. It's very big. You look very...
Should I walk back?
No, you're fine.
It's very windy up here.
It's windy, but the wind has died down for a moment, meaning that the audio on this is going to be comprehensible.